Are you one of those people who love to hear how other people live their lives and how they solve challenges and how they found and kept happiness, or how they were able to create what they wanted and the steps they took to get there? Well, you have come to the right place because this program is being created each week to inspire, uplift, and solve a situation on your own life's path, whether they're positive or negative. And today, this very special day in this moment, is I'm going to talk about something you have been hearing about, and that is the law of attraction, and how the law of attraction has been changing lives, mine included. And now you're going to learn how to make it work for you. So welcome. I am Sandra Longmore, and I am here on the first 3 Saturdays. I got some new sound. First 3 Saturdays of the month, and not the last Saturday because I take that day off, that week off. And that is truly a solution to living ageless, is to take the day off once in a while. So I am here 3 Saturdays, first 3 Saturdays of the month at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And I guess right now we're still on daylight time, but it's 2 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time. And it's 5 o'clock Eastern Time. So come on in and join me. I would love to have you in my Google Hangout. And who am I? I'm an energy master that's practicing her craft. And my craft is to practice how to harness energy, which means I'm just flowing and learning how to flow better and better with the highest vibrations of the universe. Those are so wonderful. They are like vibrazioni. I just looked that up. It's an Italian word for vibration. So your vibration and your vibrazioni is just hanging in there all the time, flowing, 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 and matching what you are flowing. And you're going to learn more about that as you listen to my Hangouts, and you're going to find out that this is awesome stuff. So I'm also a certified life coach, and I'm an energy master for advanced coaching. I'm a published author and a speaker and teacher of art. In fact, I'm doing this hangout from my school, from my art school in Vancouver, Washington. And today's show is about learning how to live the highest vibrazioni vibration possible through the art of living ageless. And the art of living ageless is my Google community, my Google Plus community. And I have a Google Plus community that you can join, where you will find out more people about how they get to know how to live ageless through thoughts and beauty ideas, inspiration, and solutions. So come on over and hang out in the community as well. So what I'd like you to learn is how to live life as a work of art. Because I am an artist, an art teacher, it's just natural that I look at art, look at life as a piece of art or an art form. And by doing this, learning, you might say, well, I can't create, I can't draw a stick figure. But it's not about that. It's about looking back at your life and say, I created that, I did that, and do it with the highest vibration possible. Because remember, those high vibrations are all part of the idea, the knowledge of law of attraction. And they're always matching what you are currently thinking and feeling and focusing upon. So for the third every 3 Saturdays a month, it's my intent to bring you some great guests, some wonderful panel members who share this idea of thoughts and solutions to your living your life as a work of art. So, if you want to be a panel member or on my Google Hangout, I would love to have you, because this is kind of a mastermind, I think. And as if you've watched my programs before, you know how I create. I put out the topic, or I put out the idea to the universe, and I get matches that come up all week long. And I would love it if you joined in on some of my Google Hangouts. And you can get in touch with me by Sandra Longmore at sandralongmore.com, and we can talk more about how you could be on my panel. So now I want to get you up to speed if you're here for the very first time. And that is that in my practice of learning about energy and how to get energy to work for me, and the people I do work with in my coaching practice, is I have learned about the universal laws that govern energy, like the law of attraction. The law of attraction brings us whatever we think about or are focused upon. And you might feel as though every time you think a thought or every time you speak a word, the universe is listening and responding to you. Or you might have said the words like, oh, that's such a coincidence that I ran into that person, or that person called, or that opportunity came to me. There's so many coincidences and serendipity things that happen in my life. Or you might just be wondering how it all works. So when you have a strong desire about something, you're experiencing that it will turn up, because that's the universal law called law of attraction. And as you see, law of attraction, it's not a person or a thing or a superior being. It's a vibration of energy. It is a vibration. And vibration, or I like the word vibration, is part of a smaller word called vibe. And the vibe is what you are currently thinking, feeling, or presenting to the world. And the law of attraction always is matching what you are thinking, or feeling, or focused upon, whether it's positive or negative. Uh-oh. I thought it was always positive. It's positive or negative. So the good news is you can do something about that. You can learn how to get different results when you start to learn how to work with this energy. Because this energy that I'm talking about, the vibrazione, is magnetic. And so whatever you're focused on will be desire will be attracted to you. And the trick, or the urge to just find out more about this idea of harnessing the energy, is a good idea. So you want to learn more about how to get the good stuff and less of get the bad. And the good news is that you really can learn how to do it. And in this program and other programs, I'm going to teach you how to tap into that energy and learn the principles of the law of attraction and how to stop attracting negative things in people over and over again. You will learn life coaching skills that will uplift your energy and improve your life. And most of all, you're going to have fun. You're going to laugh more, you're going to smile more, and everything in life is going to get better. In today's topic, it's about how you can use the law of attraction to improve your life. Sounds pretty good, huh? How do I use this energy? It's flowing around all the time, and it's here and there, and it's flowing through me and flowing about me. And I want to learn how to use it to my benefit. But you might be thinking things, negative things, like, oh, things aren't ever going to work out for me, or I'm just not good enough. Well, you know what? You are setting out a vibration to the universe, and that's what you're going to get back, because that's how law of attraction works. Like attracts like. But you can learn how to reset what you're thinking or saying or observing by changing the vibrazione, or the vibration of those thoughts. So the emotions or the vibration of a word, like it's never going to work out for me today or ever, I'm not good enough, or the ideas of any disappointment or lack, is something you want to change around. Because law of attraction is always matching. So the idea of learning more about energy and how to shift your energy, you'll be able to use something called a reset button. So say if you don't know if you're thinking positive or negative, I mean, usually you can tell by your gut level feeling if you're thinking positive or negative. So if you're thinking positive or negative, say negative, I'm not good enough, or nothing ever happens to me, you can reset it. You can use a reset button. I got a great big red one here for you, just for you. So you can use this reset button. And the idea of the reset button is you can learn how to shift your energy into a better feeling thought. And the better feeling thought is something that feels better. So like if you're thinking, I'm not good enough, or I'm not worthy, or nothing ever works out for me, these are kind of general. Like, I feel good when things work out for me. And I remember in the past feeling good about things. And usually in the end, things always work out the best for me. Or I am in the process of having good things happen for me. And then the law of attraction starts to match your vibration. So that's how you reset. So you're resetting your vibration. And life just gets to be more fun. Now, just this week, I had an awareness of how this works. Now, I told you that I practice law of attraction all the time, because I want to have the good stuff, more of the good stuff, less of the bad stuff. So this last week, I found out something, and it was really exciting. So when I'm driving, I have always been in the habit for quite some time of saying, you know, I appreciate other drivers. And I always say, I really like the way other people who are driving, I just love it that other people when they're driving really obey the rules. They stay in the right place, and they signal when they're going to do things. And I love the way that everything is so safe on our highways and our freeways. And all these people get to where they need to go because of the great roads and the safety of everything. And I love the flow of traffic, and I love how I feel in my car, and I really appreciate my blue Honda, and because it always gets me to where I want to go, and everything. So then this happened to me. So on Tuesday, I drove into a parking lot, and I saw this spot where I always park if it's open, and it's the shady spot of the parking lot, and it's to my coffee shop that I just love to go. So I pulled into the parking spot and parked, and then I got out, and I took my briefcase out, and I took my briefcase out with my brand new MacBook Pro, which is right now on air, which you're watching this on. I love this new computer. So I took out my briefcase and I put it beside my tire. And then I went to pull out another bag because I wanted to put it in the back seat because it was a hot, hot day. And as I was pulling it, there was some resistance. And then pretty soon I heard a pop. And the car, the bag knocked the car out of gear. And the car started to roll back with me all tangled up in it. And I was stuck in the momentum of the rolling of the car. And I was like trying to get my feet underneath me and trying not to step on my new MacBook Pro, which was in my briefcase. And suddenly, the car just stopped. I went, whoa, what was that? And I found that the door was open, the door which was open, hit against the tree, and it stopped the car right before my foot was about to come down on my new MacBook Pro. So I thought, I was just so shaken and amazed that I thought, wow, I've just been saved from a calamity, I've just been saved from something terrible that it was about to happen. And I could just feel that relief and yet that lingering feeling of alarm and what could have happened. And then I got to thinking, things always do work out for me. And it was just like the words that I always speak when I'm driving just started automatically playing in my brain. Things always work out for me. I'm always safe in this blue Honda, in this Honda. Everything is always safe. And I live in a safe universe. And I realized that all that pre-paving good thoughts, good feeling thoughts about safety and things working out for me was a match to my vibration, even though I was in the middle of the momentum of calamity. So this was a story of how to overcome a fear. Fear, it just overcame because I had done all that pre-paving. And that's a symbol, kind of an idea of how law of attraction works. So learn how to reset your buttons, whatever you're afraid of. Start with some general ideas, some general comments to yourself, and it will work out. Everything will work out for you because you're in the process of harnessing that law of attraction energy. Now, I'd like to also tell you about next week. Next week, I'm going to have a very special guest, and she's a master storyteller. I'm going to do an interview with her about how she creates her stories and how she became a writer in the first place, and more about her. And then she is bringing us a very special story about symbolism and about how to overcome the fear of change. And the story, I've gotten a little preview of it, is really full of meaning and symbolism. So I would like to sign off for now and say goodbye and tell you my call to action is you can find out more about me. Everything is under Sandra Longmore, and I am on iTunes, and I have a community, a Google Plus community called The Art of Ageless Living that I'd love to have you join, and we can get to be more friends. And I'm on Facebook as well. It's all under my name, sandralongmore.com. And every Saturday, of the first 3 Saturdays of the month at 2 o'clock p.m., you can find me on Hangout with Sandra Longmore. Join me. And if you want to be one of my panel members, please email me at sandralongmore.com.